Okay, so this is going to be our video on the Jared Goff rumors. If you haven't heard, it looks like Jared Goff is going to get traded from the Rams because of his contract, and the Rams just can't get him like fully developed, I guess. Because I feel like Jared Goff could become another level quarterback. Like I think he could become a better quarterback because he shows flashes of being a really good quarterback. I mean, he beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, or not the Super Bowl. He led their team to a Super Bowl, and they beat the Seahawks this year, who I thought were actually going to be like big contenders this year. I didn't think that the Seahawks would make it to the Super Bowl, but I did think the Seahawks were going to be like. I thought they would be playing the Packers in the NFC Championship, but the Packers made it and the Buccaneers made it, not the Seahawks. So clearly the Rams must have. Goff at least has been good for the Rams. And Goff, I feel like I said, I think he can reach another level. So I don't think Goff is done developing. He just needs to go on a team that can develop him really well. So a team that could give him a chance to just develop. And there's two teams I would like to see trade for him. And the reasons why is because he's like a safer pick than a rookie because we know he's at least a solid quarterback. But you would rather have him than some older quarterback just because, you've still got a decent amount of years with him. Plus, he's still can develop. So, but that one thing that stinks for Goff is the contract. It's the same thing with Carson Wentz because I wish Denver would take a chance on either one of them, except that contract. That contract is horrible. So there's two teams I would like to trade for Goff. First would be for the Colts because I think the Colts need a quarterback, and I don't think Jacoby Brissett is it. Or if they think Jacob Eason's the guy of the future, then I would not trade for Goff. I would get like a Fitzpatrick or Andy Dalton, whoever's a good free agent this offseason, and just let Eason sit or, transition into Eason if they think Eason's really good. But if you don't think Eason's good, I would trade for Goff because Goff can be your quarterback for the next 10 years. He can be. He might not be super good those last few years, but if he ends up getting on another level, then he could be really good for those last few years. And the other team I would like to trade for him, because I think most people kind of know the Colts are going to trade for a quarterback. We just don't know which one. And I don't think they're going to get Deshaun because you don't trade in division. Because most teams don't even want to trade in conference a better player. And trading in division, that's just a very unsmart move. The only way, if I was the Titans, anyways, or not the Titans, the Texans. If I was the Texans, the only team in that division I'd be willing to trade for would be for the Jaguars, just because I know I'm getting Lawrence, and Lawrence is like one of the only quarterbacks I'd be willing to be like, I'll take Lawrence, just because that team is so bad right now. Getting a guy who's a couple years younger wouldn't be horrible because they could probably have a pretty competent team around Lawrence by the time Lawrence is in his late 20s. But the other team I want Goff to go to, this is the team I think would be more interesting, and it would be almost like a to the Lions for Matthew Stafford because I feel like Stafford would be really good for the Rams because he's better than Goff right now. But I do think Goff has the chance to become a better quarterback than Stafford when it's all said and done. And here's the thing. The only thing I've seen about why they shouldn't trade Goff to the Lions is Goff makes more money than Stafford. But you're not going to be competitive for a couple years anyways. So might as well just take a chance on a quarterback that's not going to cost you much. Because probably what the deal would be Stafford for Goff, probably one more player coming from the Lions just to make the salary cap work, and picks that the Lions would be getting. So I think that's a pretty good trade for both teams because, you don't need a bunch of salary cap if you're the Lions anyways because you're not going to be contending anytime soon. So there's no reason to be saving your salary for good players. So might as well just take a chance on a good young quarterback. And here's how it would work perfect. If they get a few more picks this year, like let's say maybe like the Rams third or second this year, and Stafford's straight up, or Goff and this year's second for Stafford and just some random player on the team that's making like $10 million, then it works out pretty good, I think, because you get pretty much every position you need out. And like I would re-sign the one wide receiver, the younger. I would sign Kenny Galladay back, and then you've got a pretty decent team, at least once you draft a couple of guys. And then if Goff's good, you're set because you'll have a good young team around Goff. And if Goff's not good, you just trade Goff or bench him or whatever and draft another guy because you'll have a decent all-around team by then with the picks you'll get. And you've already got a couple of good young players. Jeff Okudah, I think, did not have a great rookie season, but I feel like he'll do a lot better this year. And then I like DeAndre Swift a lot. And if you get Kenny Galladay back, he's a pretty good young receiver. I feel like they've got a pretty good little team that could be developing there. So I think that would be my preferred destination for Goff. Goff for Stafford, plus like picks and a couple of players. That would be, I think, the best trade for both teams. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. We're probably going to be posting a card steals and deals today. We might not, though, just because we got 4 of the items that we were going to put in that video, but we didn't get one. But it was one of the smaller items in it, so I might just, like, the next video when we get it, I might just say this was the 5th card that was going to be in that video or whatever. And we didn't get the Prism Pack today, but for the love of cards said it would probably not come till this Saturday or Monday, so I kind of figured it might not come today. So hopefully we'll have that video Monday or Tuesday, whenever. And we'll probably just, whenever we do that video, we'll probably just show the card that we got